NALSA's Legal Awareness Series. Today we'll talk about the legal aid system in India. All over the world, there are more people who cannot access the justice delivery system than those who can. This may be because of the financial constraints or other kinds of disabilities. All the countries in the world have therefore adopted some or the other kind of state-funded legal aid to help those who cannot access the courts do so by state help. In India, there are large populations who suffer from financial, social, and cultural inequalities, and many who have physical, mental, or geographical difficulties in reaching the formal courts. India has therefore adopted an elaborate system of legal aid, free legal services as we call them here, through the Legal Services Authorities Act 1987. The system in India is unique in terms of both the range of services that are provided and also the range of eligible people for free legal services. Section 12 of the Act defines the eligibility. According to this section, all women and all children, all those who belong to the scheduled castes and scheduled tribes, all those who are victims of trafficking, human trafficking and begar, victims of mass disasters, whether human or natural disasters, victim of ethnic violence, etc. All those who are suffering from physical and mental disabilities, all those people who are in any kind of custody, whether it's in jails, in juvenile homes, or any kind of protective custody, and persons whose income limit, annual income limit, is less than rupees 1 lakh, they are all eligible for free legal aid. Now the uniqueness here is that apart from this general category of people, of low income group people, there is no means test for anybody else. So if you're a woman, if you are a person belonging to the scheduled caste or scheduled tribe, or come under any of the categories mentioned in section 12, you are entitled to free legal aid irrespective of your financial status. Now, the question is how to avail this free legal service. The service can be availed by writing a simple application to the nearest district or state legal services authority or to the National Legal Services Authority, NALSA. It can start with a simple application, it can start with a phone call, it can start with an email to NALSA or the state or the district Legal Services Authority. You can also apply through NALSA's portal for online applications, or the helpline number. NALSA's helpline number is 15100. All the state authorities have their different helpline numbers too, which are advertised and publicized from time to time. Whenever anybody applies by visiting an office personally or through a written application, it has to be reduced into a simple form which gives your details of your name, identity, and your eligibility criteria and what kind of legal services you want. The application is processed. Most of the time, it doesn't take any time to process the application because there, as I said, there is no means test for many of the categories. Even for the merit test, if you want to file, if you want to defend a case, whether it's a civil case, a criminal case, a consumer complaint, or any judicial forum, there is no merit test also for that. The case is not started by you. You have to compulsorily defend it. So, no questions asked. If you are eligible under section 12, legal aid will be provided to you. It's only in the case of fresh filing of a suit or a fresh claim or a fresh application or a writ petition that the reasonability of it uh, will have to be seen. I may mention here that the legal aid is available at the district court level, at the high court level, and even at the Supreme Court level. And it's all free for all the eligible candidates. The next thing that comes is the range of services. As I said, another unique thing about it. Providing a lawyer for filing or defending any matter in a civil court, a criminal court, or any other tribunal or any other judicial or quasi-judicial forum is the primary service that the legal services authorities provide. Here, an important thing comes when you are to defend a criminal case. For criminal cases, the free legal services are available even at the stage when a person is called to the police station, whether as an accused or just for interrogation or for finding out or for during the further investigation. In case a person is called to the police station for interrogation, whether an FIR against him is registered or not, he can always, first thing is that he has a right to consult a lawyer. Now, if he doesn't have his own lawyer, or if his own lawyer is not available or not accessible, or he cannot afford him, he can always request the duty officer or the investigating officer to connect him with the legal aid lawyer. How is it done is that you just have to tell the investigating officer that you want legal aid. The investigating officer can himself contact the nearest district legal services authority. The district authorities have already nominated lawyers for particular police stations. Day-wise rosters have been prepared, and the district legal services authority will depute a lawyer who will come and give you preliminary advice about the matter, about what questions you should answer, what questions you may not answer, and the general advice about your rights. Second stage, if you are arrested and produced in the court and you don't have a lawyer, your own lawyer there are remand advocates appointed by the district legal services authority in all the courts, and the remand advocate appointed for that particular court will represent you during the remand stage. Later stages, as I have already said, trial stage and further appeal stage and all, you will, if you are eligible, you will always get a free services of a lawyer. Apart from the provision of lawyer, free legal advice is available for the eligible candidates for any legal issue. Some of the authorities also provide counseling and conciliation services if it is required, and even mediation services. So this is about when somebody approaches the legal services authority. But the vast population of the country is such who may not know their rights at all. They may not know that they are entitled to certain things, certain privileges, certain rights, and it is therefore also the mandate of the legal services authorities to spread legal awareness and literacy so that people for whom information may not be easily accessible otherwise can know that they have an entitlement. They can also know from where they can get their benefits and how to get them. This is another legal awareness can be said to be another service provided by the legal services authorities. It's not only in the courts. If somebody is say a construction worker, there are a number of benefits available to him under various acts, and the benefits are to be given by the district authorities. The legal services authorities also help the eligible categories of persons to navigate the system, whether it is to the courts or to the district authorities or to anybody else, from where they can get the benefits of the laws, the government schemes and policies, etc. How do we do this? The legal services authorities have a setup at the center which is called NALSA, National Legal Services Authority. State legal services authorities are available in all the states and union territories. In all the districts, there is a district legal services authority, and in most of the taluka or tehsil places, taluka legal services committees are present. For matters to be filed in the Supreme Court, there is a Supreme Court Legal Services Committee, and for the High Court, similarly, there is a High Court Legal Services Committee. So, there is a vast network available right near your place. Our workforce is our panel lawyers, large number of lawyers attached with the legal services authorities as panel lawyers, and an equally large number of workforce of paralegal volunteers, whose main job is to bridge the gap between the service seekers and the providers. So a paralegal volunteer may be available just near your place in a legal services clinic or otherwise operating from his home also. So this is the setup. This is if you are eligible for legal services under section 12, and if you have any legal issue which you may not at this stage know as to how to go about it, you may contact any of the nearest to you, the legal services authority or the taluka committee or a paralegal volunteer available near your place. Thank you.